Good morning. In this session, I'll be dealing with botany of the family Amaranthaceae. Before going into the session, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. A. Nitya Devi, working as Associate Professor of Horticulture at MS Swaminathan Agricultural College and Research Institute, which is one of the constituent colleges of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. In this session, we will be dealing with what is the systemic position of the family Amaranthaceae, what are all the crops which comes under the family Amaranthaceae. Apart from the major vegetable crop Amaranthus, this family also consists of a few ornamental flower crops as well as a few loose flower crops under this family, which are having economic importance. And coming to the botany, we will be dealing with what are all the different species of Amaranthus and what is its economic use, and what about the botany of Amaranthus will be dealt in this class. So coming to the systematic question, according to Bentham and Hooker system of classification, Amaranthaceae belongs to the class Dicotyledonnae, subclass Monoclamidae, and series Curvembriae, because the embryo of Amaranthus is curved in nature and hence it is being classified under the series Curvembriae. It belongs to the order Caryophyllales. According to AGP2, it belongs to the order Caryophyllales and the series Coreeudicots. The major genera under the family Amaranthaceae are Amaranthus species, Gomphrena, Alternanthera, Celosia. These are all the major genus which comes under the family Amaranthaceae. So Gomphrena globosa, commonly termed as globe amaranthus. It is one of the excellent loose flowers. It is being used because of its lightweight as well as varied colors, and because of its longer shelf life. It has been used in garland making and also used in the preparation of dry flower making. This is coxcomb, Celosia argentea and Celosia cristata. Several species are there under this Celosia genus. So it is one of an very important ornamental crop which shows wide variation in its color as well as the shape and structure of flower. There is a huge variation exists in this coxcomb. And this is also a species of Celosia which will be grown in landscaping. So this is Amaranthus. So under Amaranthus, we are having both ornamental Amaranthus and vegetable Amaranthus or comes under this Amaranthaceae family. So you can see in this slide itself, you can see the first picture, the leaves as well as the seeds or the economic part. In the second picture, because of its varied colors in the leaves, it is an excellent ornamental crops. Coming to the important characteristics of the family Amaranthaceae, mostly it is herbaceous in nature, and sometimes it is small shrubs will also comes under this family. The flowers are small, often greenish in nature, but I have shown you a few crops in which attractively colored flowers are also being there with papery bract and papery perianth lobes or the characteristic feature of the flower, and stamens as well as staminodes will be present, and the carpels will be normally 2 to 3 numbered with the superior ovary. The fruits is a capsular type of fruit, or a trickle or nutlet can be seen, but mostly it is having. The article is a type of fruit in which it has been enclosed in persistent perianth, and the perianth lobes are papery in nature, and the embryo is curved in nature, and hence it has been kept under Curvembriae. Amaranthus species, it is having several species under the genus Amaranthus of different chromosomal status, with diploid. It is a diploid. One of the species, Amaranthus dubius, is a tetraploid in nature with a chromosome number of 64. All other species are diploid in nature with a chromosome number of either 34 or 32 in nature. In Hindi, Amaranthus is termed as chulai, and it varies, the chromosome number varies with species to species. Amaranthus tricolor, the chromosome number is 34. Tristis and cruentus, it is 32. And the tetraploid species, Amaranthus dubius, it is having the chromosome number of 64. The Amaranthus, it has been classified into several subfamilies like Betoideae, Chenopodioideae, Suicoideae and Salsoloideae. Likewise, there are several subfamilies are there. Under these subfamilies, 57 genus and 330 species exist. Amaranthus is a short-lived annual, and most of the Amaranthus, it is either grown for its leaves, for its nutritional factors, and it is grown for its attractive flowers as for landscape purpose. A few species are weeds in nature. The grain Amaranthus, we cannot classify it under true grain or cereal, but still it is having the highest percentage of protein, and hence it has been termed as pseudo cereal because of its appearance, taste, flavor. It resembles the grain, and hence it is termed as pseudo cereal. Apart from proteins, it is also rich in essential amino acids, the grain amaranth. A few species of Amaranthus are grown for its grain, which is consumed by several peoples from different regions. They are using it as staple food. Amaranthus, it is a most common leafy vegetable grown in southern parts of India like Kerala, Tamil Nadu. It is a good source of vitamin A, vitamin C, iron as well as calcium. And though it is loaded with high amount of iron, the absorption of availability of the total iron is very less. And though it is having highest content of calcium, the absorption of calcium from Amaranthus in our body will be very less. Apart from this nutritional factors, it is also having anti-nutritional factors like oxalate and nitrates. And when we are going for developing the varieties, we should develop varieties with high nutritional content and less anti-nutritional contents. It is a very short duration crop which is highly responsive to manures and fertilizers, and it is known for its wide adaptability to different agroclimatic conditions and easiness in cultivation, and also it, since because of its short duration, it can fit into any of the cropping programs or cropping systems. And both leaf Amaranthus and grain Amaranthus, it plays a major role to combat the malnutrition in the peoples. So leaf Amaranth is a native of India. The majority of leaf Amaranthus in India belongs to the species tricolor, and tricolor, dubius, blitum, tristis, viridis are the leaf type Amaranthus. So spinosus, cruentus, caudatus, hypochondriacus, these species comes under the grain type Amaranthus. So we can see the several Amaranthus species which is grown for its attractive leaves or attractive inflorescence, or it is grown for its nutritional content in its leaves. So coming to classification, based on the usage, it has been classified as vegetable Amaranthus, grain Amaranthus and weed Amaranthus. And habitat, it can acclimatize well in hot climatic conditions as well as humid climatic conditions. And habitat, it can very well grown in tropical as well as subtropical regions. In temperate, its growth is restricted. A few species can be cultivated in temperate conditions also. Coming to its habit, it is a short-lived perennial or annual, but most of these species are grown as annual. The stem color, sometimes it is green in nature, sometimes it is with reddish tinge will be there, and sometimes without spines, sometimes with spines can be seen. The plants are either monoecious or dioecious. Monoecious means both the male and female will be present in the same glomerule, whereas dioecious means the male and female flowers will be present in different glomerule of the same inflorescence. So they bear simple leaves which are alternately arranged, and sometimes apart from the pigmentation in stem, leaves, the pigmentation can also be seen in the taproot system of Amaranthus. So stems, the plant height can grow up to 1.5 to 2 meters height. Especially in grain Amaranthus, it can grow up to 2 meters tall. Whereas leafy Amaranthus, since it is a short duration type, the height will be somewhat lesser in nature. The leaves are variable in size, variable in color, with very thin stalks. The leaves are simple leaves, alternately arranged, with entire margins, without any stipules, sometimes with markings, sometimes without any markings. It will vary with the species to species, and also under the same species with variety it will differ. So we can see the variations exist in Amaranthus, both in the leaves as well as in the inflorescence. We can see the variability, and you can see the variability in inflorescence. It may be either dark purple colored or golden yellow colored or pale green colored inflorescence can be seen. Coming to the inflorescence, they are arranged in cyme type of inflorescence or panicles or spikes. Most of the flowers will be bisexual natured flowers, and it is actinomorphic type of flowers. The whole inflorescence is a spike, and the individual unit, there is cluster of flowers in the individual spike. The spike consists of several clusters of flowers, and the cluster of flower is termed as glomerule. And a few species under the Amaranthus genus, they will be having unisexual flowers also. And there is no distinct difference between calyx and corolla, and hence we will be using the name tepals. And it is often will be having 3 to 5 stamens with hypogynous ovary. There is superior ovary with 2 to 3 styles can be seen in the flower. The flowers are either axillary in nature or terminal in nature, but will be borne in clusters. As I already told you, the inflorescence is termed as spike, and the individual inflorescence unit or the basic unit of inflorescence is called as glomerule, and the flowers are without any stalk, and hence it is sessile in nature. The flowers are either unisexual or bisexual. There is no distinct calyx and corolla. It will be having tepals. 5 papery tepals can be seen. The female flowers will be located in the base of the spike, and the male flowers will be located in the tip. The male flowers will be having 3 to 5 stamens. Both the flowers are small, and most of the cultivated types are monoecious in nature. The proportion of male and female flowers, it will varies with the inflorescence. So each glomerule, it consists of one staminate flower, and numerous pistillate flowers can be seen in each glomerule. And the percentage of male flower, it varies in leaf type as well as grain type Amaranthus. We can, in the third picture, we can see the entire spike type of inflorescence. In the first picture, you can see in the leaf axil, you can see the glomerule. The glomerule consists of several flowers and it is termed as a tuft of flowers, cluster of flowers. So in the particular glomerule, there will be very few male flowers will be there, and more number of pistillate flowers, that is female flowers, can be seen in the glomerule. So you can see the individual female flower. So we can see the papery bract and the papery tepals can be seen. As I already told you, 5 tepals can be seen. So we can see the ovary in the center. So ovary, style and stigma can be seen in the center. So the total size of the flower will be around 1 mm in nature. So here we can see the tepals and bracts here. So this is again the female flower with the tepals and the ovary, and 3 stigmas can be seen in the tip. If I am terming it as monoecious, that is within the glomerule, both the male and female flowers will be present. The first flower arises from the glomerule will be male flower, staminate flower, and later on the female flowers will born. Under dioecious category, there is Spinosus and Amaranthus dubius. It will be having separate male glomerule and female glomerules within the same inflorescence. It is not in 2 different plants, but in the same inflorescence, the male glomerule and female glomerule will be present. So the fruit type is an atricle with a single seeded fruit can be seen. The fruit can be either dehiscent fruit, indehiscent fruit, or semi-dehiscent in nature. Atricle is nothing but a bladder-like fruit, thin-walled fruit, very small fruit, one seeded fruit, and the splitting will occurs in circumsessile manner. So it will be in the circular line, that is transverse circular line, the splitting or the dehiscence will happen, and hence it is termed as circumsessile dehiscence can be seen. And the seed color, it varies from cream, gold, pink or black colored seeds. Mostly in leaf amaranth it will be black colored seeds. In grain amaranth it will be cream or gold colored seeds can be seen. So we can see the atricle here, and you can see the black colored seeds here. So in the first picture we can see the black colored seeds. In the second picture the seeds of grain amaranth, that is cream colored seeds can be seen. So coming to its floral biology, and the monoecious, most of the cultivated types of are monoecious, and it is chiefly self-pollinated in nature. The flowers are protogynous in nature. So the transfer of pollen in the same inflorescence will be favored by wind, and hence anemophilous type of pollination will be there, and hence self-pollination will happen. In case of grain amaranthus, the inflorescence are brightly colored, and hence it is being oftenly visited by the pollinators, that is bees, and hence cross-pollination will be encouraged in grain amaranthus. The dehiscence of anthers as well as release of pollen grains will coincide with each other, and it will happen in the afternoon time, that is from 11 AM to 1 PM it will happen. So coming to pollination. So the percentage of male flowers in a glomerule will vary in grain type and leaf type amaranthus. In leaf type amaranthus, the number of male flowers will be more, around 10.25% of the total flowers in the inflorescence will be male. Whereas in case of grain types, it will be very less, around 0.5% of male flowers can be seen in grain type, and hence in leaf amaranthus it is predominantly self-pollinated type, and in grain type, because of the less number of male flowers, the cross-pollination will occur. So we can see the grain type amaranthus here with a huge inflorescence. And we can see the schematic representation of Amaranthus plant, and we can see the root system, and we can see the male flower and the female flowers, as well as the seed can be seen. So you can see the terminal inflorescence and individual unit of inflorescence glomerule, and you can see the circumsessile dehiscence, and we can see the male flower with and female flower. Female flower, you can see the ovary, you can see the curved embryo can be seen. So same thing. So the A represents the plant, and the B, it is the terminal inflorescence. The D and E, it represents the staminate flower. Since it is having anthers, 5 anthers, you can see it is a male flowers, and C, F and G, it is female flowers with the ovary, and 3 stigmas can be seen, and H represents the undehisced as well as dehisced fruit. The dehiscence was in the transverse region, that is circumsessile dehiscence. So the male flower with stamens, and the female flower and the article type of fruit. So you can see compare the amaranth seeds and the quinoa seeds here. So you can see the pink colored fruit with circumsessile capsule can be seen, which is surrounded by pink color bracts. So everything in schematic. So you can see the floral formula of floral diagram of amaranthus here. So we can there is no distinct calyx and corolla. You can see the bracts and perianths in the lower level, and you can see the 5 tepals here, and we can see the 5 stamens here, and the center there is no gynoecium has been represented, and hence this represents a male flower. In the second one, they have represented the bracts and perianths, and tepals has been given here, and in the center you can see the ovary, and this is a female flower. So with this the botany of Amaranthus is over. The family Amaranthaceae is get completed. So in this slide you can see the floral formula for male flower, female flower, as well as bisexual flowers.